Pilsen neighborhood, I love it. It's known for its bold and colorful street art. And this weekend, Chicagoans are going to have the opportunity to learn about the neighborhood's distinct mural history through a walking tour hosted by the Chicago Humanities Festival. So the artist leading that tour is Sam Kirk, who's created nearly 50 murals in Chicago. You see them behind me now, many in Pilsen. And as a queer biracial Chicagoan, much of her work is personal. She shares her passion for sparking conversation and telling stories through public art.
My name is Sam Kirk. I'm a multidisciplinary artist based here in Chicago. I think the suggestion you had is perfect. I grew up and loved seeing different tags and murals throughout the city and was always fascinated with the cultural aspect of that. I painted my first mural in 2010 and really enjoyed the community interaction and like how folks on the street would come up to me and like talk about the piece and ask questions. It looks great. Looks good.
It's getting there.
A lot of my work is celebratory, but there's also some underlying themes about segregation or human rights. I painted a couple other pieces on youth homelessness. There's one mural that talks about homelessness within our community. And that piece, it's generally about youth homelessness, but what I really wanted to talk about was homelessness within the LGBTQ community. And then there's a mural on 18th and Ashland, which is a complete tribute to the LGBTQ community, and it's the most recent piece that I painted in Pilsen. And that was a big one for me. A piece like that is so personal and it's tied to experiences that I've had throughout my life. You know, I dealt with some really severe hate crimes in Pilsen when I was a teenager. There's memories that are tied to those experiences that I can't erase, right? Like every time I walk down certain streets in Pilsen, that's what comes to mind. When I put up that mural, I was nervous. I was curious to see, you know, if it would be vandalized. And to my surprise, it hasn't been. And we received really strong feedback when we put it up. And it's the only mural that I know of in Pilsen that solely focuses on the LGBTQ community. As the neighborhood has changed, you see a lot of that reflected in the art. You know, a lot of the murals that started there in the 70s were very much about the community and by the community that lived there then, which was a large Mexican population. As we've continued to grow and see more murals come into Pilsen, you're starting to also see the variety of people that live in the neighborhood, which I think is really beautiful.
Well, the Pilsen Mural Tour with Sam Kirk takes place this Sunday at 1 p.m. as part of the Chicago Humanities Festival. We checked, it's already sold out. So lots of interest and lots of support there.
Absolutely. Well, maybe next